Because you know what I mean? Yeah,
no,
yeah.
It was an Arsenal fan.
Oh, really?
Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where today you join me where I'm en route to a very awesome day ahead. Actually, I'm excited for this one. It's going to be mega because a lot of you guys may know, or you might not know, that I'm a huge football fan. That yes, that is true. All I seem to watch on a Saturday is Gillette Soccer Saturday, on watching all the goals go in. And if I'm not doing that, I'm watching every lower league, to Premier League, to Champions League, to everything you may have seen before. I've spoken a little bit before about footballers' cars. And I always want to know what footballers are driving. Premier League to Championship to all of it. They always have nice cars, don't they? They have great taste in cars. I'm a massive sort of fan of what they drive. And yeah, we're going to get a chance today to find out what cars footballers are currently driving, what they're currently wrapping, what the car is in the now, what they're selling, what they're everything, to supercars, to SUVs, to everyday road cars, to you name it. We're going to find out the full inside scoop because I've been down to this place before, Premier Sports Solutions. They're absolute legends and they are the experts, and they sell pretty much, not all they do, but a big part of their business is selling to football players. Their network of sort of how they do things is crazy. They'll get a player, just call them up and say, oh, I want an Urus, oh, I want it in that colour, please can I get it? And they go bang, 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 and it's all sorted in about a week. It's all very fast and cool. What I want to do more of is align my passion of football with your, because I know a lot of you guys love it as well, more on my channel. And what we're going to be able to do is more cars and football and bring them together, because I know a lot of you guys, you're always sending me who you support and everything else, and I love that. I love hearing who everyone supports, and everyone's got their favourite players and everything else. And for me, being a Reading fan, it looks like we're getting relegated this year for the Championship, so that's not ideal. But I'm also friends with a lot of footballers who are in the Premier League, the Championship, and I think there will be a chance for me to actually do more of it. Find out their cars, maybe go for drives in a couple of their cars, and just align football a little bit more with their cars, because they've always got nice stuff in terms of cars as well. So it's going to be really, really fun. And we've got the World Cup coming up this year as well. So there's just going to be lots happening this year, and I'm going to try and bring as much as possible as I can on my channel for you guys to give you the inside scoop. Okay, and we have just arrived at Premier Sports Solutions, and yeah, I'm here in the RS6, which is in fact a very popular footballer's car these days, but obviously more to come in all of that. And what's going on, we've got things in the wrap bay, we've got loads of different things. I've just had a little look in, and it's, yeah, you're gonna love it. We're gonna have a good old walk around, get all the inside scoop. First thing which we are greeted with is a couple of Lamborghini Uruses, which these are, well, it's holding money very, very nicely indeed. And yeah, these are very popular in terms of the football community. They really, really are, because if you could buy one, or you could get one listed a couple of years ago, you'd probably get your money back now. But this is Rich, who's the owner of Premier Sports. This is his Urus, black with the orange calipers, which looks very, very good indeed. So that's his daily, which he's got at the moment. He's always got something cool. We had a Bentley, do you remember that sort of really nice urban Bentley as well? And then we have another Urus, which is here as well, black with the green calipers. And then there's a Defender out there. And if we walk a little bit further this way, we have a Range Rover Sport just there, which looks very, very good. A very nice Audi RS6. This is where all the shirts are, and there's actually updated shirts. So whenever they actually drop a car off or pick a car up, etc., a lot of the time shirts get signed and things like that, and I love that. There's a mad collection. These are just very few of the shirts that are here, and I showed them before, but it has actually been a little bit updated. We've got an England shirt, number 8 England. Who is number 8 England? I'm trying to work that one out. I'm sure I'll find that out soon. So yeah, we've got an England shirt just there. This Newcastle one is new, so number 28. If you can tell me who number 28 is, I'm sure there's lots of Newcastle fans. Big old takeover which has happened. Neil Maupay, which is the striker for Brighton. So I know that for a fact. He loves scoring lots of goals. Daniel James used to be at Man United, now at Leeds. Moussa plays for Bournemouth. Wan-Bissaka, a lot of Man United fans on here, used to play for Crystal Palace, left back, or right back. He's not left back, he's right back. And then we have an AFC Bournemouth shirt just here. They're obviously very local, so that's that as well. And there's another one actually here. I think this one's Sheffield United. Burke, yeah. Anyway, I have at the end is a car which is always popular with players, and that is the SVR. And obviously the new Range Rover is coming, but I always like how these look, because they just look epic. And this kind of was the car which every player was after. But things have kind of changed a little bit now. Taycan, I believe that's going to an England cricket player. Taycan Turbo. And more players are buying these. That's the thing which is happening, is a lot of players are now buying electric cars as well. I know a player who plays for Aston Villa, striker, and he was telling me I might as well just get an electric car because we've got all the points in our training ground, so don't need to fuel up ever. Can't go wrong with a Vogue. I mean, you're wafting. Very nice aftermarket urban wheels, much more fuel efficient than the older SVR. Then we've got an Aston, which is just here for sale, convertible. Looks very good indeed, doesn't it? Let's be honest. And then this is what I love, because this is an 812 Superfast, which has been wrapped in Nardo Grey. First of all, you'd think someone wouldn't wrap a 812, but I love it. I think an 812 in Nardo Grey with the additional detailing just there is unreal. What footballer has bought it or sold it or everything else, but we are going to find out all of those details very shortly, because a lot of people will think, and we have spoken about this in one of these videos before, that a player would just outright buy a car. It's not a thing. It's actually more comes down to the monthly figures. Does the monthly figures make sense? Does it work for them? What's the deposit? And yeah, how much does it cost per month is basically what works for them. This car costs £500,000. It's all cash flow, and that doesn't work for them. It's all about per month, and that's why a lot of the cars here are actually advertised at how much per month is that car up for. If it's up for what works for them, they'll buy it. If it's not, they won't. Here he is, Mark. How are we?
Alright, yeah.
He is the social media guy here at Premier Sports. Yeah. How are we? How's things? Right, busy?
Thank you. Yeah. Well, yeah, busy. Selling a lot of cars.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's exciting.
Selling lots of cars, lots of players. Lots of
players.
different cars to players now. Things are changing.
Cricket players.
Yeah, cricket players. Very good.
Players, thank you.
Really? That's a new thing?
Yeah, we've done like 4 cricketers in the space of 2 months, or just under that, I think. Actually.
Okay.
So that's yeah, interesting how that happens. You know, it's kind of how we've been doing it in the football market for a long time, 17 years. The fact that we sell one car to one player, and then they all go, "Where'd you get your car from?"
There you go, Premier Sports.
So,
they all come. And players are sort of buying different cars now, aren't they? It's not all the same. It's all shifting.
Yeah, it definitely is shifting. There was a point where it was like Range Rovers.
Yes.
Then everyone wanted G-Wagons.
Yes.
Then everyone wanted Euruses. Well, they still do. You just can't get them.
Yeah.
We can get them, but not many of them.
Yeah.
But now, as you can see here, we've got sort of, there's not one SUV in sight down here.
I know. That. You know what? I couldn't quite believe it.
Yeah.
I said that's actually probably one of the best lineups you've had. You guys are busy as well with wrapping. That's something I did notice.
So this was great. We sold it last year, but now it's come back for a full colour change, just something a bit different. As you can see, it's quite different.
Can we say who it is, or should we just say Chelsea player?
Chelsea, England player, yeah.
They probably work that out, can't they? If you can, then you will know Chelsea.
Well, we've done a lot of Chelsea England players actually, so maybe they can't work it out.
This was in a sort of...
It was like a satin silver grey and with red pinstriping.
Yeah.
And then, and as you can see, Dan's going full bore yellow.
So the players decided, I want yellow.
Something different, yeah.
Just wants to be subtle.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, if you're going to have an Urus, why not go bold?
It's one of the Lamborghini as a whole is one of those cars that, one of those brands you can go one.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not?
Why not? Why absolutely not? Defenders, are you finding that more people are buying these?
Yeah, we've done actually a lot. We did one last week.
Very cool.
Nardo Grey.
But you are finding that more players now are actually buying things like Defenders.
You know what's funny is that players are coming out of SVRs and into Defenders.
Yeah.
Like they're going for a slower car and like less interesting car to drive, but it's cool. It's like the new kid on the block.
I love all the sort of the roof bars.
Yeah. I don't know what colour this is going. I would guess satin black.
That's going Carpathian Grey.
Oh,
Come on. There you go. Okay, so 812 wrapped. I saw this.
Yeah, so this came again. We sold this before. Then someone bought it, wanted it Nardo Grey, and now he's bored of that. Well, actually, he probably will mind me saying it's too powerful for him. He said it's too powerful.
They are mega, but in the wrong hands, they're no joke.
Yeah, they are hard to control. Unless it's optimum conditions, you really got to have.
Yeah, very sensible guy. We'll move to Aventador because this seems to be very popular.
Just a legendary car, isn't it? It's like, what would you have? Like that or that? Two Italian supercars, both V12s. Which would you have?
You'd be causing more chaos than that.
You would, yeah.
You would be causing more chaos than that.
They're both incredible. They're both amazing. But there's something iconic about that.
Yeah.
It's just so aggressive.
How much would it be a month? Go on. We love the whole monthly thing because I was just saying about how players love it per month. 3 grand?
Yeah,
4 grand?
Yeah, probably around 3 grand. Yeah. Depending on what you put in. But like,
20 grand in.
You put 50, somewhere between 10 and 20 grand in, you're going to be roughly around 3 a month. But that's sort of ballpark.
Very baller. Taycan?
Taycan, yeah, this is
4S?
This is just come in today.
So you were saying a player for Bournemouth sold, so that
moved clubs, and so I think he still lives down here and then has to travel a long way.
Right.
To his new club for training and stuff. So it doesn't really work for him. This.
Okay, we'll move to this because this is an urban Audi R6, new one.
Yes.
Did you get it? Did you put the mods on, or did it come like that?
We did it all. It was,
you did it all, yeah.
It was blue. The car was blue as well.
Was this the one that a Sheffield United player had and sold it?
No.
Because you know what I mean? Yeah,
no,
yeah.
It was an Arsenal player.
Oh, really? Oh, an Arsenal player. Okay.
He has moved abroad now, so now we're selling the car for him.
Okay, so he's changed clubs, gone abroad,
Yeah.
and now you're going to sell the car.
Yeah.
Nice. So that must happen quite a lot when people move clubs.
It does, yeah. I mean, it's part of the job.
It's part of the job.
Yeah.
They're here 1 minute, and then the next they're just they're abroad. Yeah. So this has got the full carbon kit, rear boot lid as well, which looks absolutely amazing, and then the spoiler there, Vossens on it as well.
It looks amazing.
It does look amazing, and do you find that more players these days are jumping into things like RS6s?
I think, I don't think the SUV thing is dead. It's just like people are.
There's not a new one out at the moment.
Yeah, they're just jumping in something else.
When the new Range Rover lands, I probably will go for that.
That's what everyone will have. But
yeah.
They keep pushing back the date of when you'll actually get one, so it's a bit like.
We'll just have one of these. We were saying earlier, this will probably suit someone that's more like academy coming through.
I mean, it's a cool.
It's still a 60 grand car, but
and it's a 45S plus, so it's as good as they get.
Yeah.
And it's only done 450 miles.
Nice.
He bought it, and he just couldn't get on with the seats. Basically, the seats were giving him a bad back.
I love those seats though.
I love the seats.
Do you know what? Those are
comfortable, but obviously
locked.
If you suffer with your back, maybe that could cause a problem.
Very cool though. They are great. If that's the A45 is brilliant, so that's also going to be brilliant.
It's just a slightly more practical A45.
There you go. And then what we have here is SLS. This is very different for you, yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what? When I was moving it this morning, you get in it and it feels totally different. It's not just the fact that there's no like technology in the cabin. The way it sounds and moves, and it feels like a proper animal.
That is an animal, that's why. Very not cool with the white, with the black wheels, everything else.
Yeah.
I bet you that's held very good money.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's...
Good investment.
You get to that sort of age and stuff and it does become an investment.
Yeah. These, okay, so then on to RSQ3. This must be popular with football players.
Yes.
I tell you what.
It's from a player. It's just come back and we sold it straight away. It's going out, I think, tomorrow or the next day. And we've got another identical one coming in.
Yeah.
From another player.
Okay, so this is sort of hot on the market now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool cars.
They are cool cars, actually. They are really cool cars.
Super aggressive, especially with this wrap on. Like the angle.
I love the art. Yeah.
It's really cool.
I think they're such good little cars, aren't they? Especially with the satin black wrap.
Yeah. When they came out, everyone was like, "Oh, it's just a baby Urus," and it kind of is.
It kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
And they're about 50 grand, 50, 60 grand?
Yeah, something about that.
Yeah. Thing is, with them, if you are sort of just coming through the ranks, that's perfect.
Yeah. Or one to give your missus.
One to give your
You
missus.
can still help around on a weekend.
And you can satin black.
Yeah.
She's happy, you're happy.
You're happy.
Right. And then Teslas. So do you do a lot of Teslas?
We're starting to, yeah.
Satin
We're starting
black.
to do more. So this is going out to a Leeds player tomorrow.
Nice.
So this was sold. He specifically wanted this interior, which I sourced for him, and then we satin blacked it. Put a little.
Oh, he wanted the very nice cream.
Yeah, cream with wood. Which
Is that literally what he wanted?
cream with wood? Yeah.
Really?
We've not had one in with that spec before, but once I was in it, I was like, actually, yeah, it's nice.
It's actually really nice,
Yeah.
isn't it? I tell you what, very different. To want that is very, very different, isn't
Yeah.
it? To want cream with wood.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard of that
So
before.
again, I think he's going to. I think his wife's going to drive it.
Oh, perfect. Well, there you go. It might be her preference.
And then he's after, I believe, Urus after his current car goes back. So yeah, that'll be exciting.
Okay, so that's and this is all very new. So you've now got
Yeah, we've
PowerPoints in
got a
here.
couple- yeah, we've got a
Things are
couple
changing
charges.
around here.
Yeah, they are. We're shifting.
I tell you what, that is, yeah. It seems to be that the electric thing is.
People are getting switched onto it now. Literally switched on. They're electric, eh?
These here all week. But you do find that more players are buying these things because of the training ground thing.
Yeah.
It's actually completely different to when I was here.
It's becoming interesting because it's the new thing. Players always want the new thing. So it's like electric just happens.
And they're probably good monthly. They're probably.
Yeah.
So I'm now back, and what a day that has been at Premier Sports. I hope you guys have liked it. It was really, really fun, and I just love it. It's a massive passion of mine, football, and the World Cup's coming up this year. I want to do more of it. I know a lot of you guys support all sorts of different clubs, and it's really cool to see, and I love hearing what's going on with all their cars and everything. So I'm just there going, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. I love it. And some crazy cars down at Premier Sports. There always is, and such lovely people. But make sure you check out their stock if you're interested in anything. Get in touch with them, and also let me know what you guys want to see footballers cars wise on the channel. Like I said, I do know a fair few footballers, and we can potentially make it work. So I want to do more of it. I know you guys want to see more of it, and when we can, we're going to try and do it. So get your ideas in the comment section, and I'll see if I can make it work for you. But I hope you've liked the video, guys. Thumbs up, comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe.